the end of the other presentations. Basically, education, I come from education. Probably it's the other side of, most people are from environmental concerns. We are very much in the core of concerns. I'm not, really. So maybe that is an advantage in a way. I had some slides to show, then I thought probably technology is the right thing, not the right thing to use here. So I'm closing this. So I will just present a few things which might be of, which might make sense to you, all of you. And there are, you know, when we talk about education, always education was seen as one of the goals. And of course it is again and again said that it is much broader, that it has to it will impact all the 17 goals. We have been talking about it. We have been talking about lifelong education. We have been talking about that education is important. But how much we have done about it, I'm not very sure. If you look at the whole development of things in education sector itself, a lot of things have been happening in the last 50 years. Like for example, the open education as in the 60s, when the open universities came up and the impact of that and giving more access to students, more and more people can go and learn, adults can go and learn. And then in the 90s and even in this millennium, that we had what we call as the open educational resources. Now, I want to ask how many of your materials that you have in your institutions are open for others to use with an open license? Including CEE. I asked to Karthikay Bhai the other day and he was talking about one of the experiences. I think it is time that we have to be much more, the partner with others and let others use whatever we are making. We are not, after all, not made these materials for making money out of it. It is to make a difference in the people. And all those great experiences which has happened in pockets of different countries can be really make an impact in the entire world only if you start using some sort of technology. It cannot be only a localized affair. Localized, yes, we will be able to make an impact and can show that this happened in Gujarat or it happened in Malaysia or elsewhere. But then if that has to impact, that's what we really have to look at. And of course, there was a talk about MOOCs. It is a new bandwagon that everybody is jumping into. We also did that in our university. Basically, MOOC is one of the ways of doing it. But what we are really looking at is that today, children are, maybe it is urban children today, and very soon it will be when even the rural children may have access to that. The digital divide becoming narrower, will have access to more technology. And then I have seen children in Malaysia, they will sit in the class and they will be looking at the things in the smartphone before the teacher tells something. And the teacher doesn't know what to do with that situation. You know, there was my earlier speaker said that the whole the pedagogy has to change. There is no way, otherwise there is no role for the teacher. It's not to say that teachers are not needed. So it is something like 24/7 we are learning. Many children get up and first thing to look at is the WhatsApp. I think then probably learn more from these technologies than what they learn in the classroom. I don't know how much we can mobilize these type of technologies into education, not in the formal sector alone, but across board for all the objectives. Like for example, one of the suggestions I will have for CEE is to have all the materials made open educational resources and put it in the repository. Let anybody use it, anywhere in the world. And let them change it. Now the whole idea is not just using it. You localize it. You add, improve on that. You know, that's the only idea that I really wanted to put here. I mean, although there were some slides, but I know that this is probably more impactful in this group. I know that formal system has more or less not succeeded. I mean, I am from the formal system. As somebody told, education is very important, that we should not leave it to only educators. You know, it has to be done by all of us. But that doesn't mean that we have to go only in the traditional way of doing it, which will not reach people. And with the developments in open education is as the computer people would call it as ubiquitous learning. It is learning every minute that we are learning, and that's probably can make a difference in the change in lifestyle, change in the mindset. If you look at some of the habits that we have developed over time from our family, it's because we are sort of hearing it and practicing it on a daily basis. If that sort of an impact can be provided to the learners on a regular basis through different games, etc., was talked about, and different good content. I know good content is being developed. You know, through all those content, if we are able to do on in a continuous lifelong manner, then I think that we are achieving lifelong learning. Otherwise, still it is on the books. Thank you so much. I think I will stop here.